Okay, so I think I might be a bit cooked right now. And I was like, okay, let me shoot this video before like it skips my head as well. No. As you know, I am in China right now, right? And it's a great experience, especially when it comes to technology, it's really good. But it's quite very, very bothersome around foreigners. And I was just making a research on something, and it requires a lot of things, like especially if you are in the tech industry, you need to have a lot of things. Like, if you want to found a company, like if you want to start up a company in China, a tech company, you need to like partner with a Chinese how do you call this? You can start it up by yourself, like a WFOE. It can get the IP, but there's certain licenses that you need to partner with a Chinese regulator, sometimes cooperate with another person, sometimes you even have to push it to another Chinese industry and things like that. And even if you do it, you cannot like take it outside. Like it's so complex. And another thing here is that as a foreigner as well, it's gonna be hard to find a job. So this is the scenario that could happen. The 90% scenario, I'm very 90% sure of this, but this could happen is that I could graduate and apply to jobs and I won't get accepted. Even if I do get accepted, it's the chances of me getting a job is going to be very slim. And most times it may be to work in a branch in another country or whatever it is, but it's not definitely gonna be in my favor. And even if I found a job, it's gonna take me a long time because I had experience with this when I was trying to apply to part-time English jobs online. They were like, no, we want a Chinese to teach them English, which was absurd to me because I genuinely thought like, if you want to learn a language, isn't it better you hire somebody that can speak the language? But then I did the research and just found out like, oh, they don't want to deal with the paperwork and things like that. So which is very understandable. So the worst case scenario that can happen here is I graduate and I'm jobless, and that defeats the purpose of me coming here in the first place. I don't want to do that at all. So I came up with I thought of an idea, not that I came up with it, but how about like registering a company in Singapore? So I literally checked up like, how to register a company in Singapore. And it's not that it's complex, but you need to be quite vigilant. Like it's simple, but not easy. So you need to have like stuff like a nominee director, a secretary, an address, a bank account and stuff like that. And if you want to do it by yourself, you can open it remotely, but if you want to do it by yourself, it's going to require a lot of documentation that's going to be very hard to obtain. And the best advice right now is just basically like hire an agency to do that. So I checked it out. Like one agency is quite popular. It's called like Sleek. So like I think they charge almost like 4K dollars upwards or something. So I think like that's genuinely the best idea because I was thinking, okay, how about I go to the UK? But it's quite unrealistic as somebody that graduated, where you gotta get the funds to go to the UK. So it's like, okay, Singapore is quite realistic. So you create the MVP, you register it in Singapore, and then you come back to China and open a branch in like the WFOE. So it's not that it's a Chinese business now. It's just like China is one of your markets. I think like that's the best thing. That's the best thing to do. So I was just like, okay, let me record this video because I want to like note this down. And if you guys have like any idea, you can like literally tell me in the comments and I'm going to look up your ideas. But this is definitely what I want to do, like go to Singapore, open up a tech company and then come back to China because the target market here is China, And I know a lot of people might also say, oh, it's not going to be hard to find a job if you speak Chinese. Yeah, that's right. If you speak Chinese, it's going to increase your chances of getting a job. But the odds of you not getting the job is higher than the odds of you getting the job. So it's kind of like to be safe, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't hope, oh, I hope I'm done special. It's not going to happen to me. Well, you're going to be shocked, So I just don't want this video to be too long. So that's basically the end of what I'm gonna say. But I genuinely thought like, okay, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna give an update on this because I'm doing my research right now. Like I'm making a lot of research. So maybe if I'm done with the research, then I can make updates to this video or something. But aside from that, ciao.